when Muhammad Ali is already a world champion, 9 years, 10 years, and then suddenly he is arrested. As a young boy, there were big questions. Why my sports hero is arrested? And then I asked my elderly brothers, because it's so confusing. This guy is just ending his life by boxing. He's well known all over the world by boxing. And then my elderly brothers tell me, no, he didn't want to do this, that has to do with the war, blah, 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 blah. That's why he's arrested. It sits in my mind. I'm 9 years, 10 years, but it sits in my mind. Our world has problems, not only in South Africa. So all those little things, all those things as you grow up will take you to that direction to end up being involved in politics. It's not what you grow up saying, I want to be a politician, I want to be a political activist. But
that's just something that's just the experience that you had to be.
Come again?
I said that's just the experience that you had to grow up to learn
Yes,
that.
all those things, honestly. Maybe I heard what Mandela was saying when I was already 16, 17. Up to that time, I didn't know much about him. I knew there is Mandela in prison, but not knowing, just knowing he stands for us, he's fighting for freedom, but not having listened to him, not having read a lot about him. But all these experiences shape your young political mind, and then you end up taking that direction. Yeah,
you answered a few questions. You spoke to television, but how long was the questions? How long was it? How long were you left without television?
Come again?
How long were you left watching television?
Well, television started in 1977 in South Africa. So before that, I had not watched any television. Believe you me, something funny happened. Because when you are denied, you just enjoy what is in front of you, even if it's meaningless sometimes. A guy in my area who was working in all those international ships, cargo ships, he came with a TV around 1973. I was in my 5th year at school. We were still young. But there is no television in South Africa. That thing, you switch it on. There is no picture. It's just a sound. On that screen, there is no picture. Believe you me, as young boys, we used to go to that home, to that family, and ask them to switch it on for us. It's on. There are no pictures, but we are looking. We are looking. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then we go away. It's meaningless, but to us, it's not zero. It's something. It's a TV. It's on, even though there are no pictures. Because we are totally denied of TV. But even if there is a TV without a picture, we look for 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and then go away. But those things will also tell you, this is not right. This is not right. I remember all of those things. Yes, sir.
More specifically, why you were locked up? Why you were here? How long did you go without television?
Oh, in the prison. Now that was brought, I think, around October or September 1989. So that on weekends, at least, prisoners can watch a TV maybe 2 hours, 3 hours in the prison, 1989. And then December 89, I was released. Yeah.
And how influential was what was going on in America? Like in the Black Panther Party, how influential were those political prisoners as well as what was going on in America, how people fight against it? How influential was it?
All those things will give us some encouragement that even in countries like America, Black Panther, NACCP, and so on and so on, they are also fighting for their basic rights as black people. We must also continue fighting for our basic rights. It's just that earlier on, I didn't talk for too long. I just said African National Congress first president was a product of Tuskegee. That I just said that only, but there was so much that was happening around that. He didn't just become the first president from that college. He was inspired. He was part of those civil rights movements of the early 1900s, of the late 1800s. He was not the only one. There were so many other young men and women who were being taken by missionaries. Missionaries, black and white missionaries, taking them from South Africa to America for more education as well as for more skills in their doing of their missionary work. When they were there, they were seeing what they were seeing in South Africa. Blacks being denied rights, and then they were joining civil rights movements there, and then they were also learning lots of ways and skills of fighting for basic rights in the modern ways. In the 1800s, we had just been beaten using the arrows against the guards. But when they went to America, they started to see all these kinds of other ways of fighting for rights, forming political organizations, organizing strikes, organizing campaigns, all kinds of things.
Civil rights.
Campaigns. And then when they were coming back to South Africa, inspired by the civil rights movements, they started forming small pockets of organizations fighting for basic rights. But they realized small pockets of organizations is not very effective. We must form one national body, African National Congress.